Good morning and welcome to Monday, the 18th of May. I hope everyone's okay. I'll tell you what's happening tonight in my world if Zoom works. I think there's been a few problems with Zoom over the weekend. If Zoom works, we've got a meeting of the treasurers of the churches in the circuit tonight, and we are going to just have a look at a budget for next year, and then look at the assessments for each church before the whole thing goes to circuit meeting. Well, quite a good thing that happened yesterday with regard to Longmoor. You may or may not be aware that there's a pub called the Edge at Joey Orr's on Rice Lane there, just on the edge of Rice Lane, where Rice Lane meets Walton Vale, and they've been distributing meals on a Sunday to the most vulnerable. And last Sunday, one of our members at Longmoor received a meal, a roast meal. I think it was pork. And yesterday, another member received a meal, which again was pork, which was very, very greatly appreciated. I'm waiting to hear about a grant that we've made at Lineker to try and make up some of the shortfall of rental income. And the grant maker met on Friday, and hoping that we can get a decision this week, which will be good to know. So there we are. Hope everyone heard the service yesterday morning where Neil Stubbins spoke. I want us to look at the gospel reading, really. We might look at it a few times this week, like we did last week. Remember last week in the podcast we looked at John 14 verse 6. The reading moves on now to John 14 verses 15 to 21. So I'm reading from the NIV, which is the version used at Lineker and at Longmoor. Jesus promises the Holy Spirit. If you love me, you will obey what I command. And I will ask the Father, and he will give you another counselor to be with you forever, the Spirit of truth. The world cannot accept him because it neither sees him nor knows him. But you know him, for he lives with you and will be in you. I will not leave you as orphans, I will come to you. Before long the world will not see me any more, but you will see me. Because I live, you will also live. On that day you will realize that I am my Father, and you are in me, and I am in you. Whoever has my commands and obeys them, he is the one who loves me. He who loves me will be loved by my Father, and I too will love him and show myself to him. Just want us to think just for a moment, really at verse 15, John chapter 14, verse 15. If you love me, you will obey what I command. I've been doing a lot of clearing out in the loft and going through pictures and things the last few days. And some of you will remember Pringle, the Dalmatian that we had. She sadly passed away. And Pringle was a crazy, crazy dog. I don't know if anyone's ever had a Dalmatian. They're very, very physically strong and very, very headstrong as well. Laura had always wanted a Dalmatian. In the end, we gave in. And very, very strong. So we tried a number of things. We took her to obedience classes. It didn't work. The vet told us to cut down on her protein. Didn't work. We had her spayed. Didn't work. Dalmatian. Pringle was just wired. Crazy, crazy dog. Was she obedient? No. She was not obedient at all. In this passage, Jesus is calling for obedience from his disciples. John records Jesus saying that obedience leads to love. It's about a wholehearted relationship and trust in a relationship. A dog doesn't understand that. But what about us? What about us? When we think about what God has given us, and he asks us to obey him. Obey him. With a dog, there has to be something in it for them. You usually try and train them with food treats. What's in it for us? A God who loves us, a God who cares for us, a God who is with us. He says, if you love me, you will obey what I command. God bless you, friends. I shall be in touch tomorrow. It's been good to catch up with people. Just before I recorded this, I had a good chat with Alan Brown from Fazakerley. It was good to hear from you, Alan. And I think we put the world to rights in a number of things, so that was good. So anyway, God bless everybody, and I'll be in touch tomorrow. Bye-bye.